do think that this shouldn't have been such a huge story. If I had just received an apology, as I was told I was going to receive, which is why I was quiet the first 2 days, this wouldn't have been a huge story. The reason why it's such a huge story is because Corey lied. Donald Trump lied. They defamed me. And they went on this huge smear campaign against me. And I think it sheds light on the character of the campaign. And I think a lot of people were surprised by their blatant lies about me. That's why it became a huge story. It's the defamation, not so much the grabbing of the arm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gimme 5. I just want to revisit this one more time. I guess when there's a civil suit filed, which apparently she's insinuating there will be, we'll revisit it again later on down the road. But to me, this is bogus. She's upset. If only she had gotten an apology, if only Corey Lewandowski had called her, which he says he did and got no response, but then she never would have gone to the police. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Either a crime was committed against you and you were so outraged that you called the police immediately. That's my opinion. You don't wait for an apology, and because an apology didn't come, then you call the police. I just don't buy that. If God forbid you're assaulted, you're gonna search the person down and say, well, please apologize or I'm going to call the police. I mean, it doesn't. One is one and the other is the other. Here's more.
I think the prosecutor's decision, and the way that they handled this entire situation was very unprofessional. The idea first
but were you wrong to be trying to get to Trump that night?
Of course not. No.
And then they say that you brushed him first.
Which is Katie Tur from NBC, who is an in-bed for the Donald Trump campaign, even said that this bubble thing is ridiculous, that I went and violated Donald Trump's bubble. And then, you know, the prosecutor went and got information. They didn't even go to get an independent source. Instead, their independent source was actually just a source, an expert that the Corey camp gave to them.
All right. You remember that the prosecutor said they're not pressing charges. They're not going to file charges because, it could be construed that she invaded the bubble, the protective bubble of Donald Trump, presidential candidate, surrounded by the Secret Service and his aides. And she says, that's ridiculous. Then she points to another reporter who said, that's ridiculous. Oh, that means it's ridiculous. No, it's not. I didn't see 15, 10, 5, 3 reporters invading the bubble the way she did. I saw her. Why? Why did the other reporters know to stay away and she didn't? And she claims, it's not bubble schmubble. Well, if there's no bubble, then why aren't all the reporters rushing up to him? Because there's an understanding that you don't do that. He's finished. He's surrounded by Secret Service. You don't invade the bubble, as the prosecutor said. And I don't think he got that from Corey Lewandowski. I'm sorry. He might have, but I'm sure he got it from others as well. And she talks about the prosecutors handled this in an unprofessional manner? You're telling me she handled what she did in a professional manner? Not in my opinion. Here's more.
You know, I can't speak for anyone else, but if I was a prosecutor and my wife was trying to monetize her relationship with Donald Trump, and it's right there on her website, and I'm partying all the time at Mar-a-Lago, I would recuse myself from the situation and the case.
So the prosecutor's wife has a tie to Trump. Well, why didn't she make that clear and object to it before the prosecutor said, we're not pressing charges? She knew who the prosecutor was right off the bat. Why'd she wait until after the decision? More.
After this had all happened, I was told to write something up of what happened.
Did you overstate it?
That's what I felt. I walked up to him with a cell phone, a pen, and a notebook in my hand. And I was going up to him, and I felt someone pull me back. I'm in high heels. I'm not expecting anyone to yank me. That is how I...
Okay, that's how she felt. So she felt she was falling, but she wasn't. Lewandowski said, I didn't touch anybody. Maybe he didn't know he touched her till the video came out. I'm just glad this is over, and good for Trump for not firing Corey Lewandowski at the time. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I'm off celebrating the Passover holiday right now as you see me. So to all my friends who might be doing the same right now, have a great Passover. I'll see you Monday.